Over on stream, we play through a lot of Jackbox. We play through packs 1 to 8 and pretty much know all the games inside out. So whenever a new game is released, it's always greatly welcomed. After months of hype and anticipation, Party Pack 9 finally hits the shelves on October 20th this year. This pack includes games such as Roomerang, Nonsensory and a Fibbage remake to name a few. But of course there comes the obvious question, which games are the best from this pack? And that's where we come in, as we'll be ranking all the games that featured on Party Pack 9 and giving it a little insight as to what the games are about. Of course, this is strictly just an opinionated video, so if you don't agree with our list, always feel free to leave your ranked games from Party Pack 9 in the comment section below. But just before we do go into the video, if you do like this type of content and you would like to see some more top 10 videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course, like the video. We do also stream over on Twitch, where we play a lot of Jackbox Party Pack games ranging from Pack 1 all the way up to Pack 9. So if you enjoy playing Jackbox Party Pack games, why not come over and get involved, play some games and get involved in some of our giveaways. And on that note, here is our list. These are the top 5 Jackbox Party Pack games in ranked order. Number 5. Quixort. Quixort is a really interesting addition to the pack. The game involves working as a team to match various phrases and to put them in order. For instance, ranking celebrities by height, players would need to work accordingly within their teams in a very Tetris-styled format to put the moving blocks on the tracks from the smallest to the tallest. In some cases, there's also a bunch of fake names, which if recognized early enough, players can move them into the trash section. Playing normal allocated rounds or even trying your luck at survival mode, this game is great for getting people to speak and interact with one another, much like Pole Mine from Jackbox Party Pack 8. The main difficulties that this game faces is if you're streaming, stream delay could be quite a big issue for this game. If players aren't able to see the blocks falling in live time, this could lead to blocks falling in the wrong places and stacking up very quickly. Some solutions include changing the falling speed of the bricks, which is an option in the settings, or even trying to use Discord calls to create a more live time screening for the game. A great game in concept and just a few difficulties for streamers, which is why this game for me sits in 5th spot. Number 4. Junktopia. Junktopia has quite a few elements of patently stupid in the game, with the optional presentation mode. At the beginning, players get the choice of 3 items, each with their own price ranges. You can choose to buy the item for its original price, or haggle for a slightly lower price. Once everyone has their items, they create a funny background story giving it a name and 2 facts. Once you have all your items, players will then proceed to present the items to the rest of the group, either manually or automatically. Post-presentation, the other players then vote on the items by voting on which items made them laugh the most. For every vote, that player will get $1,000 from the other players and $10 per 1% of the audience. The payment total is then subtracted, which the player is then left with their final score. After 2 rounds, you then create a set of items which players then vote on, and the players with the most amount of money at the end of the game is declared the winner, and turned back into a human from a frog. This is the one game that I'm still trying to get my head around. However, on first impressions, the game does seem a little lethargic for me. Combined with the music between rounds, the game does feel to me a little bit slow-paced, and a game that one can easily disconnect from after a few rounds. Again, this all depends on the players that you're playing with, and it's very possible that once I have a better understanding of the game, that my opinion could change. However, for now, in our list it sits firmly in 4th spot. Number 3. Fibbage 4. When initially announced, my thinking was that Fibbage was mostly a complete game as it is, so adding yet another remake of this game definitely piques my curiosity, when there's a lot of remakes that I would have loved to have seen instead. In short, Fibbage 4 is a game where you have to include a series of answers to answer a question, while attempting others to vote for your answer, and in the process finding the correct answer. If you're able to trick someone in selecting your answer, you gain points, and if you find the right answer, you also gain even more points. Where this game differs from the old installments of Fibbage is that you now have a few rounds where a video clip is played, typically black and white snippets from old movies, as well as real life stories presented by an individual with the missing answer, where players will then have to, in the same format, try to find the correct answer, however absurd it may be, and trick others into voting their answers, a much welcomed mode that was added to the game. In Fibbage 4 Enough About You, the truth or lie section at the end of the game has been taken away, which results in much quicker games, that of which has been welcomed by some and others being a little bit disappointed. However, the regular edition of Fibbage 4 is exceedingly much better than Enough About You in this version of the game, something which wasn't the case in Fibbage 3. A very cool game which still lives up to the name of Fibbage, and one that I've thoroughly enjoyed playing on stream a lot. Number 2. Nonsensory. This game was one that took me by surprise on first glance as to how fun it is to play. With Professor Nanas as your host, players will be asked to write a prompt with a given number on a scale, typically between 1 and 10. They'll then have to write or draw something similar to the scale of what they've been given. For example, a drawing prompt might be that you need to draw something between a turtle and a dog, with the dog being 10 and the turtle being 1. So for instance, if you got a 5, that meant that the player must draw something half turtle, half dog. Or if the number is higher, leaning more towards a dog, then your drawing should reflect that it looks more like a dog than it does a turtle. The other players will then later guess how far on a scale their drawing matches the number, and later see if it's correct when revealed based on the drawing or the prompt. Round 1 consists of writing prompts, and round 2 consists of drawing, with the final round also being drawing, where the points are also doubled. As the only drawing game in the pack, along with one of the best soundtracks in the game and the memorable mascot, Nonsensory is a game that I very much enjoyed playing, and is a lot more fun than it appears in theory. Additionally, it's also very easy to pick up and start playing, so if complex Jackbox games like Push the Button aren't for you, then this one is definitely worth a try. Number 1. Roomerang. And at number 1 we have a game with arguably the best soundtrack in the whole series, in Roomerang. If you're a fan of reality TV series, especially Big Brother, then this game is worth a try. Players in Roomerang start out with 5 points and will answer the prompts given to them. They're also given character descriptions, and throughout each round, the other players will vote on which answers they like the best. Each player gets a point if their answer is voted. The players then vote on who to eliminate and explain why the player with the most votes is eliminated. That player then gets a few seconds to type in or say some parting words before the door closes on them, and then being brought back into the game as another character with a new character description. The game has various different rounds such as Connections, Quickie and Firestarter, and a lot of twists and turns in the voting format. At the end of the game, the player with the most points is declared the winner. With the backstabbing nature and the constant justifications of the game, the amazing soundtrack and the hilarity of some of the character descriptions and answers inputted, this game is a must if you're a Jackbox Party Pack fan, and currently stands as my favourite game from the Jackbox Party Pack 9 series. And so there you pretty much have it. That was my top 5 ranked Jackbox Party Pack games from the new Jackbox Party Pack 9 series. So what did you think of this ranked list? Did you agree with the order that I ranked the games in? Or perhaps that you feel that they should be put in a different order? Either way, do let me know in the comment section below your favourite Jackbox Party Pack 9 games. I would love to hear them. And of course, just before we do finish up, if you do like this type of content and you would like to see some more top 10 videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course, like the video. I will also leave some more videos at the end of this video if you would like to check them out. Thanks very much for watching guys, and I will see you all next time.